Whittier College, a campus of a private liberal arts institution. With tuition being raised 4% and the inflation of $1 on the rise, QCTV takes a look at the impact it has on our college campus. So how do you feel about tuition being raised 4% for next year?
Well, personally, I really don't know why they're raising tuition. I know they say it's to cover costs, but I know raising 4% will deter some people from returning, and that's I believe if they want to waste tuition, they're trying to make more revenue, but by doing that, they're kind of making some people leave, and I don't know if that's really the best solution here.
How does tuition being raised affect you personally?
Well, for me, I'm an RA, so like a lot of what I have right now is my RA package, and basically the $10,000 that I get for being an RA covers money that I don't have to take out in loans. So essentially, I'm covered this year. But I know a lot of people that are, they're going to be affected by this because you're not going to be able to afford coming back. And I know a lot of people right now, they're planning on leaving, going to community college, and just doing that.
How do you think a college student would be affected by this change?
Well, first of all, a lot of us are taking loans out to cover these tuition costs. And if you raise these tuition costs, that just means more loans. And, you've got to pay loans back after you graduate. And I think that's going to put a hole in some people's pockets after they graduate, for sure.
From my perspective, every time I sit on the budget committee, which is comprised of faculty and staff, I think about the individual students that I sit with from time to time who have real significant struggles paying their tuition bills. And so when I think about an increase in tuition, it always boils down to that individual student that I interact with every day. And so I think one of the things that faculty and staff can do is encourage students to use all the resources that we have on campus to identify sources of additional funding. The Financial Aid Office is a great resource and has a great database of scholarships. I know that Luce Maria Galbraith in the Cultural Center also makes scholarship information available to students. So, and I'm certainly willing to utilize all my resources to help students as well.
Right now it's already difficult for me to pay for the school. I mean, it is very pricey. If you look in comparison to the most expensive schools, Whittier is right up there, or at least is climbing. I understand that there is a required amount of money that needs to be funded for the school because we don't have like the big, fundraisers and stuff like the Harvard private schools and stuff like that do, or the donations. So I feel like it's a necessary thing, but at the same time, it's going to be killer on the students.
Well, tuition's going up for a variety of different reasons. One is that, the college has struggled for many years with faculty salary parity, which is paying our faculty members a wage that is comparable with other faculty at other institutions. Our faculty are our strongest human resource, and they're the thing that makes the biggest difference in the educational experience of students. So that's certainly one reason. And just the general cost of doing business. The cost of photocopying, the cost of health insurance for our employees, the cost of supplies, to cover our aging buildings and the kind of maintenance that they need. So it's going for things that are not luxuries, they're actually necessities in order to be able to provide a high quality educational experience for students.
This is Jordan Robleda reporting for QCTV.